California. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll look to throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Chicago.
Now a carry from Mack. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a run with Mack.
39.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Mack. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Javon Kinlaw. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it with Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Marlon Mack. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Williamson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running back.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
43-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete to
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Bears 10.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points playing.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He completes this one to Mack. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. An extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25 yards.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That is caught by Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Good. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Austin McGinn.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. 17. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
From their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williamson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
2-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williamson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Complete to Tariq Cohen.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On 1st down, Williamson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted by the Bears.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Snyder. Touchdown, Chicago!
Chicago.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Play action. They'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Over the middle, complete. It's Snyder.
The pass.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he is all the way up past the 25. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try the left side. It's Williamson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williamson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And 4.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Brown, complete.
That's good.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay put for